What is up, everybody? Welcome back. It's time for another.
So it's officially college football week 0, man. So we got our college football week 0 preview coming out for y'all right now. I told you guys, once games start up, we're going to get a lot more content cranked out on this page, man. It's just harder to do videos, you don't have as much time ahead, but hey, we got a bunch of time forward. So today I'm just kind of going to go over every single game at a or at a lower level. And then on Thursday, I will release Friday morning, my official parlay video will go up for you guys on these week 0 games. There's FCS games starting on Thursday. I won't be dabbling on these FCS games. Well, I will bet FBS against FCS, but no, just straight FCS versus FCS games. So that being said, guys, let's get into it here, man. Let me get my screen shared up for y'all here, and then we're going to go through everything. All right, here we go. College football week 0 is here. Games with betting lines on them. Let's start things out here. Let's go to TCU versus North Carolina. Now, guys, I haven't officially bet anything yet. This is where I'm thinking as of right now. We got 4 fucking days, so don't go crazy, guys, losing your mind or nothing right now over these games. So we got time still. First game up here. I guess they don't have first half. Okay, we do have first half available. I like under 24.5 points in the first half here between North Carolina and TCU. I don't think that Bill Belichick's going to be able to get things going here for North Carolina. Billy Edwards, their starting quarterback. I think North Carolina is going to be one of the worst P4 teams there are, if not the worst P4 team. Now, TCU, I don't have a ton of confidence in them for this upcoming season. A lot of people do. So they brought in a new offensive coordinator, Gordon Samus. He's coming over from UConn. I mean, you're probably going to hear people beat this guy to death this week talking about him. I've heard at length podcasts and stuff talk about this guy. But anyway, Samus comes over from UConn. They run a pro-style offense. Their quarterback, can't think of his name off the top of my head. He comes in from Harvard. The way I see this game, North Carolina's defense was actually pretty decent last year. Unfortunately, the Steve Belichick's not going to be there to call the defense, and I actually think he's a pretty good defensive coordinator. I think both these teams are going to be hesitant to really fuck this game up, honestly. I think both these teams, your TCU, you're looking at this is an easy win. North Carolina, you're like, let's pull an upset here. North Carolina knows they don't have an explosive, dynamic offense. I mean, Petrino is their offensive coordinator, but he wants to ground and pound. That's how Bobby Petrino wins, is by getting things going on the ground and using play action and other stuff. I think both these teams are going to be reluctant to go crazy. You look at the history of this game. This game's played in Dublin, Ireland. This game's a typically pretty low-scoring game. So I like the first half under here. I think this game is going to get off to a pretty slow start here. I'd be shocked if that's not on my VIP card. And if you watch these YouTube videos, you get a lot more than the other people do who just watch me live stream and shit like that. I'm trying to give you all some value here and grow this channel. Next one up here, USC versus San Jose State. I think USC minus 38.5 is probably the play here. I was thinking maybe a little team total action on USC. What's their team total going to be at here? 48.5. I mean, I think if anything, you got to bet San Jose State's team total over if you're going to go team total. I mean, that's pretty gross. 9.5 minus 145. I mean, that's not terrible. I do think USC is going to mollywop them. I think USC doesn't have a big game on deck. So I would look at USC to put up a crooked number here. I'm going to use this game more to decide if I want to bet on USC in week 2 or attack their game somewhat. So that's kind of the way I'm viewing this game. But I really don't hate San Jose State over 9.5 points. It's minus 145 for a reason, but I really feel like they should be able to get 10 fucking points in this game. It's not like USC is going to go crazy hard, especially in the second half. It could be scrubs. And when you have a favorite this high, total this high, I mean, I feel like the dog's got to be able to do something. So San Jose State over 9.5 points would be my lean in this game. I'll put that back up there. You know what? I think I like that more than I'd like USC to cover the spread, honestly. So over 9.5 points on them. All right. NC State versus Virginia. I actually think this is a pretty interesting game here. Virginia brings in Bo Pribula to run the offense. Virginia was pretty solid last year. They lose Trail Harris. They obviously lose Chandler Morris, the NFL. NC State on the flip side of things, you have your quarterback back with CJ Bailey. He's arguably top 3 QB in the entire conference. I'd probably only take Kevin Jennings. Maybe I'm forgetting someone else I'd take over him, but I'd definitely take Kevin Jennings, and I'd definitely take Darian Minsa over him. But, I look at this game here. I think NC State's pretty live in this game. I mean, 53.5, like you're below a key number, but college football is more of an under sport these days. I'd look at NC State plus the 5.5 points here. I really don't think Virginia is going to be as good as they were last year. I mean, last year was historic. I mean, remember they had a horseshoe stuck up their ass last year with the type of breaks they were getting. I don't think they're going to get the same breaks here. This game could pop towards 6. It's kind of shading that way a little bit. I mean, look, all spread 6.5 minus 124. That's not bad at all. I think NC State's live in this game. I really do. I think NC State's going to have a pretty damn good team this year. So I like NC State plus the points in this game. Let's keep running through them here. Jacksonville State versus North Dakota State. This is North Dakota State's first game that they're ever going to play as an FBS, as a D1 program. So they were FCS. Now they're FBS. 7 points a lot to lay here. Look at this. This is insane. Holy shit. Everybody's taking them. I like Jacksonville State plus 7 points in this game, man. Jacksonville State's been good as an underdog. They run the football really well, too. They got Caden Creole back at quarterback, the same coaching staff, everything. I think they're going to look ground and pound in this game. I think Jacksonville State can get it going here. 7 points a lot in this game. I don't know if I'll end up touching this game, but I definitely lean there. Now, I can tell you all this. Eastern Michigan will definitely be money line in my parlay. It's minus 355. But Sacramento State, they moved up. They're in the MAC now. This is a MAC versus MAC game here. Now, Sacramento State basically is an FCS roster. That's the problem. They didn't really recruit because they got moved up late in the cycle. They're going to be pretty bad this season. I think that just taking Eastern Michigan money line in your parlay is a safe leg to add in there. So, yeah, I like Eastern Michigan there on the money line. Spread, I'd lean them as well, but I think Eastern Michigan might not end up being that great, but they should definitely win this game. Now, Florida State and New Mexico State's a tricky game, man. I'm an FSU guy. Knowles till the day I die. There's no way in hell I'm laying 31.5 points to this Florida State team. I mean, Florida State has SMU on deck. So I've seen Norvell do this before in week 0. So a couple years ago in week 0, and FSU beat LSU the first time. They played in week 0. Now we played, I can't even remember what team. I think we played Duquesne. Yeah, it was Duquesne. And we basically just handed the ball off every single play. It was basically just run. I think Florida State's going to go by that again here. I'd like the first half to go under 28.5. I think Florida State's really just going to run the football a lot in this game. And I honestly like the full game under 53.5. I don't think we see a lot of points in this game. I think this is just going to be FSU trying to run the ball control. New Mexico State is fucking terrible. I do follow a lot of Conference USA. I don't think they're going to be worth a fuck this season. I really think this is just a run the football type game, and FSU get out of Dodge here. I feel like the final score of this game is going to be like 28-10 or like maybe 35-10. So that's still New Mexico State covering, but ultimately I still lean towards. So I just lean towards this being a lower scoring match. Now, Stanford and Hawaii, this is a revenge game, man. Hawaii is going to take a step back for sure. I don't think they'll be as good as they were last year. I really like what Andrew Luck and his company is trying to do with this roster here at Stanford. Stanford's probably not going to win more than 4 games this season, but this is one of the ones they're definitely going to win. I mean, this is a revenge game. I think the spread's correct here. I don't think Hawaii's a bowl team, honestly. I think they'll be lucky to get in a bowl. They're a 5 or 6 win team for sure here. So I could only play Stanford in this game. Then last game of the day here. I mean, this is an awesome slate, man. Last game up. Memphis and UNLV here. We got Dan Mullen going up against Charles Huff. Charles Huff making his first career coaching at Memphis. He replaces Ryan Silverfield. I think Memphis is going to be pretty good this year. Huff went over from Marshall to Southern Miss, did a great job with Southern Miss last year, got him to a bowl game. I think his team's going to be ready, man, in this game. 57.5. I've seen the total of 56.5 in some shops. I like the over, though, in this game. So Jackson Arnold and Alec Orji are going to be running things at QB in this game for UNLV. I think these guys are going to be battling it out here. And UNLV's indoor games are pretty high scoring. We saw last year it took Mullen a couple weeks to get his defense installed. I think we'll see similar here. I think UNLV can win the conference. I think Memphis is pretty competitive. I think we'll see these teams trade blows the whole game. Give me the over in this game. It's going to be a fast track in Allegiant Stadium for this one at 10:30 p.m. So we like the over there. But that's my quick overview, guys. None of these are officially played yet for me. So let's see if we can't cash out for everybody, guys. We're running 70% off VIP right now. Code is FB season. Make sure you please like, subscribe, and comment on this video. I'll see you guys at the window.